Hello, everybody. It's Mr. David. I'm going to be doing the week 5 preview of the materials you're going to be working on this week. Even though it's week 5 on the videos, it's week 2 of the information and assignments that you got out of this green bag when you went for your pickup and drop off. So the materials that come out of here, I'm going to be going over the stuff you want to work on during the second week of the 4 weeks of material that are in this bag. I'm calling it week 5 because in total, since I started doing this, this is the 5th preview video, but that's the only reason for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at it in no particular order. I'm just going to grab it off the pile next to me here and go over what you're going to be doing for those 2 weeks. There's going to be a video for each lesson that you can go into more depth. This is just a preview so you know what to do. I've had a lot of students, more their parents than the students, saying to me, well, I saw this packet in here, but I didn't see it in your thing, so does that mean I don't have to do it? Well, no, all the work I'm sending, I'm expecting you to do. That's what I'm sending. I'm not sending fluff. I mean, I know you have other things to be doing at home. The work I'm sending you is the work I expect you to be doing. So even if it's not on there, you can space it out for yourself. You're going to middle school soon. You're going to have to learn how to budget your own time, and you can figure out how to do those things if they're not on there. But in this set of material, pretty much everything is accounted for, so that confusion should not arise anymore. So let's take a look at what we have for this week. And again, in no particular order. I'm going to start with science because that's the first one on the pile here. And in week 1, we went through and did our lesson plan. We talked about some development. You did a couple sheets with it. Hopefully you got onto Discovery Education. There was a Google Meet, a Google Hangout we did as a class. I showed on the screen how to access, how to get in there and do that. If you attended that meeting, you saw that. If you don't know how, you can contact me and we'll get that figured out for you. Week 2 is the next page. And in week 2 here, there's a whole page of what you need to work on. It says it's getting to know physical features of animals, and it's going to discover what physical features are and explain why animals look and behave the way they do. There's 2 articles to read. One's called Structure and Function. The other one's called Adaptations. And then there's some videos that go with it. We have 6 of them listed that you can watch. And then there is a project option for you to make a glider. So if you do not have access to those things because of your internet speed or whatever, again, the Structure and Function article is in the packet for you to read. Okay, and that is about 4 pages long. And it has all kinds of things that go with it. And then the adaptation part, the second part, is also in the packet. You can find it in there. And you can take a look at that as well. So all of that is printed. Here's what the adaptation article looks like. Okay, you can get through that and see it. Now, at the end of that, there was the activity about making the paper glider. You can go onto the website link that's included, or you look here, it's in here. It's printed. Directions are in here for you to do. So in that week, we are expecting you to read those 2 articles and do this. The videos, if you do not have access to them, that's okay. But if you do, it would be pretty handy. And I'm going to talk about those in my science video, which will be pretty short, but it's going to go through these directions in a little more detail. And I'll show things more closely under my other camera so you can see it better. But again, everything is listed in here, and everything is in this packet that you need to do. The articles that are in videos are very short and they're very helpful. You can read the article digitally if you'd rather not use this paper, or you can. But that's what you need to do for this week. The articles are there, the videos, are there, and we'd like you to watch them, but if you don't have access, you can still do the project without the videos, although it's easier with them. Okay, in writing and social studies, we are continuing on our National Parks project, which of course is social studies for the national park part, and then the writing is the report you're going to do. Now we've done week 1. Last week you should have explored websites, found your park, and collected information on your park. Well, in week 2, you're going to have to now make a big decision. You're going to have to figure out, how am I going to share this material with my classmates and my teacher? You have a lot of choices on here, and there are others. If you think of something that's different than this and you want to do it, all you have to do is message me and I will say sure, or no, that's not going to work. Like, I'd like to make smoke signals in the shape of my project. No, that probably won't work because no one's going to be able to see that. But these things would. You could do a poster, a report, a brochure, PowerPoint, Google Slides, a video. We're good at all those things. You could share that. And a lot of those you could share with right with the whole class virtually, and so you could actually still present it to the class, which would be cool. Okay, you're going to choose 2 of the topics and use your information to write a paragraph about each topic. You're going to write a paragraph about each one, and then you can make that project. Then you create pictures and captions to go with it. I'm going to kind of demonstrate that in a lesson this week, how to kind of start framing this out. And I'll show you some ideas of what these all mean, and then I'm going to show you how to frame it out for any of them so that you can do them. That's what you're going to be accomplishing during this week. Okay? You're going to be working on deciding what the video is going to look like and how you're going to do it. Again, this packet that comes with it contains lots of information and exactly how to do that. And it even has paper printed versions of 2 national parks that you can work with if you choose to do that. If not, if you have a different park, the lesson will still apply and you can use it. In reading this week, we're now down to the week 2 here. So last week we did gazpacho soup. That was that recipe we went through. The horse is a Shiktanatiig, and the United States Constitution. Well, we are also going to add now in this week 3 more stories. We have the Paper Dragon Fairy Tale, a great story about Rosa Parks, who we did talk about in social studies, and then Walking Tall, not the movie, but the story with it. And there are going to be some questions to answer with that to show your comprehension. I'll do one of these with you, and then the other 2 you can work on your own, but there will be a video on this as well. So during reading, you have those 3 articles that you'll be responsible for this week. And finally, probably the busiest one, I think, is math. In math this week, you're going to have the minute maths. You're going to do number 54 through 57. You're going to be doing assessment handbook. That's that packet. Yes, you need to do it. It has on there problems 4 through 7. And there will be 4 lessons this week, and I'll have a video for each one. Lesson 7.4, 7.5, 7.6, and 7.7. Now, with each one of those, you'll see here, there is a home link you should be doing with it. So after you do the lesson, you go back and do this independently to practice it. Those are the homeworks. That takes place of the homeworks I send home on Tuesdays and Thursdays because we're not in school to do that. So that's what that's for. So you'll be responsible for those minute maths, the assessment handbook problems 4 through 7, those 4 lessons, 7.4, 7.5, 7.6, and 7.7, and the home links that accompany them. All of that is in that big packet of math material that you have there. That pretty much covers everything you're going to do during this week. And again, there will be a video on each lesson that you can look more closely, and you can ask questions if you need to during our Google Meet Hangouts on 10 to 11 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Or if you would prefer, you can email me or set up an individual Google Meet, and I can help you with your project or whatever. So that's all coming up. So it's going to be an exciting week of learning, even though we're not together. It'll work out good, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of these projects you share. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed looking in your bag, and you're enjoying your little Fang prizes that are in there and all that stuff. And I will be back next week for another preview video of what we're going to do in the 3rd week of that material that came out. So hope everybody's doing well. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.